Sessions and Lessons Unscripted.
Let's go.
And now your hosts, Joel and Gloria Rosario.
Hello there, everyone. It's me again. You know who.
Who? Who is this?
This is Joel Rosario, host of Sessions and Lessons Unscripted. And here with the sleepy strawberry shortcake.
Messy hair, don't care.
Messy hair, don't care. Gloria Rosario, everyone. Yay!
Hey, hi everybody. How's
She's like
it
half asleep over there.
I am. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah, it's been a grueling few weeks, so I'll let that one slide for now.
Oh, you're too kind.
I will let it slide for now. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for tuning in again.
Howdy.
We appreciate you.
Yes, we do.
Hopefully, everyone is doing good. Let me back that up. Doing well.
Doing well.
Yes.
Proper English.
Proper English. Yeah, there's nothing proper here
No, there
at
isn't.
all.
It's all inappropriate.
Yes. Don't be all judgy, which is kind of what we're talking about today, right? Because we're talking about misconceptions, assumptions, and basically judging books by their cover. Right? We were kind of talking about that.
Yeah.
And I guess that's everyone's guilty of that. What do you think?
I try not to be, but it's hard.
Being judgy?
Yeah, because I am judgy. I'm admitting it.
I mean, I think that's kind of human nature, right? Because you got to kind of gauge your surroundings. But, I mean, there's a difference between being judgy and being
Jubbing.
observant, I guess, for lack of a better term.
Yeah. Well, I guess I'm selective. I've said that before.
Mm,
I try not to judge people,
me neither.
but people are stupid.
Facts. I mean, we mean that in the nicest way.
Stop me when I lie.
All right, so I'm sure there's things that people misjudge about other people.
Definitely.
Like they'll take a look at them and assume just one thing, and it's not that way. What would you say, off the top of your head, misconceptions about, let's say, you?
Oh,
Or people, or things that people just assume.
Well, people assume a lot about me. I'm pretty closed off, so I guess my thing is believe half of what you hear, and the rest are just not truths.
Okay.
No, how can I put it? Judgment or assumptions about me are that I don't work,
Okay.
that I can be mean. What else? You tell me.
About you?
Or about you.
Well, I mean, about you, that's basically it, right? People think that you're not nice and that you're kind of
Well, I will tell you I'm vulgar.
unapproachable.
Because
You're vulgar.
I am very vulgar. I cuss, I swear, yeah. I kind of have it toned down for the show just because,
Well, yeah, we're trying to keep it like family friendly.
well, I don't know about family friendly-ish, but not everybody speaks like that. I choose to speak like that, but I always say that there's a time and a place for everything.
You know, honestly, I try to speak more proper because not that I want to sound uneducated or whatever, but the vocabulary, I think people limit their vocabulary for
Yeah.
sure. I mean, it's
I
like,
think I limit my vocabulary sometimes.
yeah, I mean, like I said, it's not because I think I sound like an idiot or whatever, but I mean, I think people should expand their vocabulary a little bit. That's what I try to do. Not to make myself sound smart, because I'm a dumbass, but you know, I mean, I don't know. don't talk like you're from the calle. You know what I mean?
Streets.
Yeah, like you're made for the streets.
No, like I said, there's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah, sure.
Something else that people assume about me is that we said that I was unapproachable, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm super approachable. Like, talk to me, and my thing is though is you need to show me respect
To get
to
respect.
get respect, and I've been
Yeah.
going through that a lot lately.
Mm.
Um, other people assume that I'm like super quiet. I'm not. It's just I don't know you enough to, you know, show my personality.
Right.
Some people know me as a really nice person, and other people know me as a really big douchebag. I mean, neither are wrong.
I don't know. For me,
Neither are wrong.
I think for me, um, I think people assume that I'm always mad. I
Mhm.
know before. It's like, why do you look mad?
Because you have a caca face.
Yeah. So it's like they assume that, which is quite the opposite. I mean, uh, another one is that I'm not approachable,
Mm-hmm.
which I'm like you. It's like I'm super approachable.
Yeah. I admit, and I've said it before, I walk around with resting bitch face,
Mm-hmm.
but it's not that I'm upset or angry with anybody. It's just, I always have a billion things on my mind,
Mm-hmm.
and I have so many different thoughts going through my head that I kind of focus. That's my focus face. It's not really my bitch face. So, because I always walk around just,
I mean, if I'm upset, you're gonna know it.
oh, definitely.
You know what I
Definitely.
mean?
I've heard this in the past that people think I'm like dumb
Mm-hmm.
or I'm a little slow. Sometimes I admit, if I like right now,
Everyone. I mean, you're absolutely not dumb. You're not. You're very smart. But it's like everyone. I mean, everyone's
no,
like that, I guess,
my
right?
thing is that well, you know this. I'm super forgetful about things. I don't mean to be forgetful. It's just I'm forgetful. But sometimes I feel like people talk down to me because I'm not quick to respond.
Mm-hmm.
And people mistake that for being dumb. And sometimes it's not me being dumb. It's just, I think you're so stupid that I don't want to waste my effort.
Way to like bounce it back to the other person.
Yeah. You know, I don't have time for other
Like
people.
I'm like rubber. You're like glue.
Right. You know, I just don't have the patience for people. I really don't.
Mm.
You know, assumptions don't matter to me. If people judge me, the people are going to judge you no matter what you do.
Yes.
You know, no matter what you do, no matter what you say, there's always going to be somebody opposing what you're doing or what you're saying.
Right. Another like for me, being a large individual, they think you're lazy.
Right.
Which look, I'm gonna be completely honest with everyone out there, and I don't think this is out of the norm.
Right.
When you work all day and then you come home, you don't want to do anything. Like,
No.
I mean, and yes, we put things off, and I guess you can call that laziness, right? But I don't think it's I don't do anything that's out of the norm as far as that goes.
No.
So people think, oh, he's a fat guy or a big guy. He's lazy. He
Yeah.
don't do anything. Or
I
another,
think that's not just directed at you. I think that's a general.
in general, for sure.
general.
But
If
I
you're
mean,
overweight. You're
but I'm in
lazy.
that category. So
Right.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So same thing with eating. Like, oh, this guy must eat all day. It's like I barely eat. You
Right.
know what I mean? So it's like, people just assume, right?
Right.
Or if you're a bigger person, you're a slob, or you smell.
Or you're always supposed to be jolly.
Right. Or you're always supposed to be like, red cheeks and laughing all the time.
Yeah.
It's just, there's a bunch of assumptions and misconceptions.
Yeah. And, as much as we try to, I guess, not be that stereotypical like guy or girl, or I'm speaking for us. The assumptions that people have sometimes are unrealistic, I guess. Because, if you're overweight, you could work out like 6 or 7 times a week
Mm.
and lose like 2 pounds or 3 pounds, if you're lucky. And some people have like a really hard time. And by the way, I like to comment that you are losing weight. You are doing very well. Better than I am.
I guess so. Well, yeah, you're losing weight too. I know I've had to go buy clothing because my clothing is not fitting anymore.
Right. I refuse to get rid of my clothes. I'm swimming in some
I mean, I'm
t-shirt.
I'm the same. I'm like, I'll wear it till it falls apart. I mean, even if I have to cinch my belt about
Notches.
4 notches,
Yeah.
which is not. That's not far from the truth. I
No,
mean,
no,
it
it's
seems like every day I'm like tightening it more and more.
and that's good. That's good. But that's what I'm saying. People don't know what you're doing or how you're living. And for people to assume that you're lazy, yeah, we have our lazy days.
See, that's the thing. People,
Everybody
you
has
don't
their lazy days.
see, and I try to live my life like that, right? I'm not trying to make assumptions or judge people. I try to see myself in their shoes,
Right.
like which I think a lot of people don't really take into account. Like, you don't know what the other person does on their free time, or you don't know how their life is. You don't know how
Yeah.
they carry themselves when they're not around you.
Right.
So it's like, how can you for sure make a judgment and make some kind of decision on that?
Right. And a lot of times I think that a lot of people, when they're assuming things about you, like, for instance, like how some people have said to me, like, oh, you're dumb, like as an insult, or you're stupid. I don't think it's so much it's a reflection of who I am. It's what they see in themselves
Mm-hmm.
as negative. Am I making sense?
Yes,
Okay.
they're projecting.
Projecting, there we go. That's the
Yes.
word. And I couldn't think of it. They're projecting, their shortfalls on you. And sometimes, it's not necessarily against you. It's like a thing that some people do unconsciously, sometimes unconsciously.
Subconsciously.
Subconsciously, yes. That they do sometimes.
Mm,
And that's why a lot of the times when people, call you stupid or make some sort of judgment on you, it's not necessarily you,
right.
So I, d- I don't have time to listen to other people's opinions about me. Like I say all the time, what you think about me is none of my business,
Right.
You can assume what you want. I'm not going to try to convince you. If you've already made up your mind that I'm this or I'm that or I'm fat or whatever the case is, I'm not going to try to change your mind. You've already made up your mind, and I'm not going to sit here and argue
Right.
and waste my time on somebody who's being stupid.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It just I don't tolerate that kind.
I mean, there's obviously a level of ignorance when it comes to that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it's like, I mean, you can only control what you can control. I'm not trying to convince people otherwise. If you want to think that I'm a slob, fine. I know I'm not a slob. You know what I
Right.
mean? Or you're slow. It's like, I know I'm not slow.
Right.
It's like, think what you want to think.
Right. A lot of the times I just go with it just to mess around with people.
Yeah, it's funny too. Like when I'm in, uh, when I'm with other people and we're busting each other's chops or whatever, like
Yeah.
even if they insult me, I go along with it because it's like that kid, that weird, like that weird kid back in the day that like, you would insult him and he just kind of goes along with it.
Right. Like,
Or
yeah, I'm so dumb, right?
yeah, like sometimes I like doing that because it kind of throws people off.
It does.
It doesn't it because it's like they're thinking they're digging into you and they got you and it's like, oh, that didn't go as planned. It's like, no, that's like, to me that's like a good weapon to have. Like,
No, you know what I like to say to people? And it kind of catches them off guard too. Do you actually just say that out loud? And it's like you're kind of pointing out That's
do
kind
that?
of I've done that
Or I'll
before.
stare at someone for like a couple seconds and it makes it awkward.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, why are you like this?
Who made you like that?
Yeah.
Who hurt you?
And then they kind of look at me like,
What?
yeah, it throws them off. I like throwing people off.
Yeah. I don't know. I just mess with people all the time. I don't care. Think of me what you want, say what you will. I know who I am. You know, I'm not a perfect person. I've made my mistakes. I've said stupid things. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, there's nobody that's perfect.
No, of course not. But I don't want to fall into that category where, I also let people get away with, feeling like they can bully me,
Hmm.
by assuming certain things. And it's like, I don't think so. You may want to recheck yourself, before you approach me like that.
Explain yourself in that regard. What do you? I think I know what you're saying about them people kind of making an assumption and then just like almost using that as a weapon, right?
Right.
Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of times people mistake like my kindness or my sensitivities.
Hmm.
You know, I am not a very emotional person. I don't like to talk about my feelings or about myself. I'd rather focus on other people. But I just think I don't know. Just because someone says something to you, it's like the more you react to it, the more they're gonna do it.
Yeah, you're kind of fueling the
You're kind of
fire.
fueling the fire.
Yeah.
And if you just kind of go along with it, it's like you're taking
It kind of neutralizes it, and you taking the power from them.
right
See, that's what I mean. We've talked about this in
a few
episodes a
times.
while ago,
Right.
like with myself, and I'm just speaking for myself.
Yeah.
Some of my I self-deprecated a lot. I like talk down about myself and stuff like that,
Right.
which in a lot of circles and a lot of people would tell you don't do that, right? I don't do it to be mean to myself, right?
Right.
I'll do it like say I'm in a group of people and we're talking all kinds of smack or whatever, and then they insult my weight or they insult my appearance or whatever. I'll just go along with it, not because I'm agreeing with them or whatever. It's like you said, you take the power away from them, and it takes. I don't want to take. I mean, I guess it could take the sting out of it because I don't say it like that because I don't care. And the older I get, the less I care about stuff.
Yeah, I find
Say what you want
I
to
do
say. I
that
don't
too.
care.
Yeah.
But I've always been like that where I will insult myself and talk bad about myself, especially in a group setting, because then it just kind of neutralizes everything and it's like whatever.
Or sometimes they'll even call somebody out like, why did you just say that?
Yeah.
That doesn't make sense to me.
See, that's
You don't
what
know
I mean.
me. Yeah.
That kind of creates an opening for that kind of thing too, I think. Because if you're in there and then say you agree with somebody and an insult they threw to you, and then you can kind of turn it around on them.
And the attention goes back to them
Right.
instead of onto you. Doesn't always work, but it helps.
I guess. I wonder what other people out there listening, what their experiences is on that stuff. But I know, for me, it's like I mean, I've always been like that. And it's like I love to joke around and I like to make people laugh and stuff like that. I like to laugh, right? It seems like a lot of the time I'm the butt of the joke sometimes,
Yeah.
and it's only because it's funny because I've told people like especially when they say something insulting, right?
Yeah.
Like that's all you have. Like you guys go for the like lowest hanging fruit. Like
Right.
there's a big guy in the room,
Yeah.
and that's what you're gonna talk about.
Gonna
Like
pick on the fat guy.
yeah, like you're not. There's nothing else you can come up
Yeah.
with.
No, I hate that.
Yeah, it's like they eat the low hanging fruit. They just go with that. So it's like come up with something else.
Do you ever catch yourself judging someone?
I would say yes. I mean, I think everybody does.
Yeah, I don't think it's just a unique
See,
thing. It's universal to
I would
everybody.
say yes, but I try not to, and it's like I said before. I try to see myself in their shoes,
Right.
right? So, like, let me come up with a quick example. Uh, all right, like you're at work, right? And there's someone that always looks pissed or mad or they're unhappy and they carry themselves with an attitude, kind of a chip on their shoulder or whatever.
Right.
So right away you're assuming what? That they're unapproachable, they're an unhappy person.
Right.
They're
You're
just they're
angry,
just, you know,
bitter.
a jerk.
Right.
But I don't know what this person's going through. Like I don't know if they go home and they have a rough life, they have a spouse that does stuff to them, that they argue all the time.
Right.
You know, they're having trouble paying their bills and they're almost on the verge of being on the street. You don't know what's going on.
Right.
So I try to keep that in mind when I deal with people.
Yeah.
So like even if so let's say someone's not as friendly as, I whatever, I try to I don't hold it against them. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Cuz it's like I don't know what this person is going through. Now the
Right.
person can be a complete jerk. Like it's possible.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you're right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I was right about this guy.
Yeah.
Which it happens, right? Sometimes you're right, sometimes you're
Wrong.
but I'm thinking when you approach things like that, you got to have a little more consideration and tact because you don't know. So, yeah, sometimes you can assume something about somebody and yep, right on the head.
Yeah.
But then sometimes it's like, oh, I was way wrong about this person. You know what I mean?
Whoopsies.
Whoopsies, yes.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of a sketchy territory when it comes to that kind of thing because I have caught myself judging people like, "Oh,
Mhm.
what the hell is she wearing?" or I think that's kind of like generalized when you're in a wedding or
Mhm.
at somebody's party and everybody's dressed formally and here comes somebody dressed like they're going to the hoedown. Of course somebody's going to turn
Yeah.
around and be,
Well,
what?
I mean, I don't know if I would put that in that in a like bad category because I mean, like you said before, there's a time and place for everything.
Right.
You're not gonna go to a wedding dressed like you're gonna go to a club. Just
Right.
scantily clad or like a dress that shows too much or whatever.
Right.
I mean, there's a time and place for everything.
Yep.
And in that instance, I mean, I think it's justified.
Yeah.
Kind of, you're looking at them like, I don't think that's a proper thing to be wearing here. Or someone that wears just like I've been to. I haven't personally been to weddings, but I've seen. I literally guys that look like they just came in from work. They got jeans, they
The
got
work
a
boots.
button down shirt with
Yeah.
some work boots on. It's like, man, you're at a wedding, right? Like,
Yeah.
but I mean, there's a time and place for everything, and I mean, you're kind of asking for it,
Yeah.
right? At that point, you're asking for it because it's like you're not gonna go to a formal thing or wedding or funeral or whatever, and then just try to be sticking out and people not notice
Right.
or judge.
And that does open the door to kind of be judged. I'm
Yeah,
not saying
you're
it's
all
right. I'm
yeah,
not saying it's right, but it opens the door, and sometimes we put ourselves in positions to be judged.
yes,
You know, it's just I prefer that if I'm in the wrong about something, whether it's my choice of clothing, you know, look at me right now. I'm walking in my pajamas and I would walk like this outside if
sitting here half asleep
yep, sitting here half
with your
asleep.
eyeballs bulging out of your head.
Yes, all that. I don't care. I'm tired, It's been rough, but I don't know. I just lost my train of thought.
Lady, wake up.
No. Get me some coffee.
So yeah, I mean, in that case, you're kind of opening yourself up for stuff like
Right.
that. But I mean, I think one of the points I'm trying to make, or I would like to make with this conversation, is that you got to be considerate, right? Be considerate. See yourself in the other person's shoes. Don't just assume. Don't just
Right.
like judge a person. I mean, like, there's tons of jerks on the planet Earth. I mean,
Definitely.
that's a given.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah, I mean, and yes, you gotta kind of go through life with caution, right? You can't just,
Do
assume everybody's a good
right.
person. Like, sure, I mean, I guess it's a tool in humanity, right? Just to kind of gauge and not get yourself in some kind of
Danger.
danger.
Right.
So, uh, and like I said, everyone's guilty of it. I've done it. You've done it. That person over there, folding their laundry right now, they've done it. And this dude over here that's driving to work, he's done it.
And that's all two of our listeners.
Yeah, that's the both of them.
Oh, that's funny.
So, yeah, I mean, I try to be like that where I see myself in your shoes. I'm not trying to like just right away assume or
Well,
make an
and
assumption.
that's the thing. You have to put yourself in other people's positions
Right.
before you have any say in judgment.
Yep.
You know, I hate it when, you know, people are in a group and then they start talking about someone who's not there to defend themselves.
Hmm.
And, sometimes it'll be like, oh, she's such a this or that, or
Right.
oh, this. There's no point to that. Why? If you have that much of an issue with someone with the way that they're dressed, the way that they smell, whatever.
Hmm.
If you're a quote unquote friend, you should be able to walk up to that person and be like, dude, I love you, but you smell.
Yeah.
Am I wrong though?
No.
You know,
I mean, especially if you're an adult. I mean, you should
right.
just be an adult.
Be an adult about it.
Yeah.
And there's tact and there's so many different ways of approaching someone in that matter
Hmm.
with them not losing their dignity.
Look, I'm sorry if I stink. I want someone to tell me. If I got a
Please.
booger hanging out of my nose, please
Yeah.
tell me.
Yep.
So if anybody out there sees me and you see like toilet paper stuck to my shoe, please tell me that I got.
Tell him, yes.
Please tell me
It's very important.
if I got a moco hanging out of there.
Ugh, gross.
I know you're not. You don't like mocos.
I don't.
Gross.
Gross.
Yeah, but I'm that kind of person. I like if you see something wrong, tell me.
Yeah.
Like if I stink, tell me. If
Well,
I
and here's the thing. I will respect you more if you have the guts to tell me, dude, you stink.
well, yeah, you're looking out for that person. Like,
Right.
hey, you may wanna.
It's not, the whole stinky thing is just like an example,
Yeah, that's
anything
been
in life, hey, those colors look kind of crazy there. Maybe you might not want to wear it,
Mhm.
If you're my friend, you should be able to tell me things very bluntly.
Well, even
and
if
very
you're not
honestly.
friends with somebody, I
No.
mean, if you see something like say if someone had a wardrobe malfunction somewhere and you go up to them like, hey, I noticed you got a rip in your pants, or you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
want to tell them because then they're going to walk around like that. And I'm
Yeah.
sure they'll be like, oh, thanks for telling me,
Right.
or whatever. Or, hey, your shoe's untied. Like, thanks for telling me so
Yeah.
I don't fall on my face.
Right. And make it worse.
Right. And just embarrass yourself more. But, I mean, I don't know. But I'm trying to think. Like, here, I'll ask you this question.
Yeah.
And let's see. When's the last time you judged someone or assumed something and you were dead wrong?
I would say it actually happened today. We changed my grandma from the hospital to where she's at right now.
Uh-huh.
And there was a nurse. Well, there was a nurse, and I was explaining to them stuff about my grandma, and he looked at me and he said, "Oh, I didn't think you spoke English."
I don't know. That's kind of that's a whole nother conversation, I guess.
No, no, I'm not talking about racism or anything. But just based on how I looked, he assumed that I didn't speak English. And it's no, just because you see me in my huaraches, you know.
Well, I barely speak English, so
Nah, I barely
I
speak
don't
at
know
all.
what you call it.
I'm lucky I can put two words together. What are you talking about? No, but there's dumb little assumptions like that, and then there's other things that are pretty big. The difference between a judgment and an assumption and a misconception is pretty vast.
Yeah, there's differences. Yeah,
There's differences.
they're similar but different.
Right.
Yeah.
Different ways of describing something,
Hmm.
or judging something or forming a thought on something. And I don't know. I think there was one time where I did judge someone because they walked around with caca face too.
Uh,
And then one day we just started talking, and they ended up being one of the nicest people that
right.
I've met. And if you don't give yourself the opportunity to talk to someone before you form these judgments or these misconceptions, you're potentially missing out on meeting a really cool person, having awesome conversation with someone. You're closing yourself off to that. And I think that with everybody being so riled up with the climate and all that stuff, and it's a lot easier for people to be judgy and, assume things about other people. And that's not always the best of situations, but it's more normal.
Right.
So,
Yeah, I'm trying to think of an instance where I was really wrong about someone. I mean,
ooh,
I can't think of one particular,
right.
but there has been times, and I admit that I was wrong about somebody, and like you said, you just start talking, and you you find their real personality or whatever.
Yeah, I've been told that a lot. Oh, I thought you were so quiet and you seem so quiet. And no, it's just because I don't know you.
Well, she is not
I am
quiet,
not.
not at all.
I am the opposite. Oh,
Yes.
always bouncing off the walls, yelling, screaming, singing, dancing.
Bouncing off the walls like your new cat.
Yeah,
Good Lord.
we were wrong about that cat.
Oh, we assumed that we assumed that cat was gonna be cuddly and quiet. Nope.
It's a hellspawn.
That thing is bouncing, and then now it's starting to jump around and get its balance is there. So it's like jumping from like the couch all the way to the other side of the room.
Little savage.
Little savage.
But yeah, it is what it is. People are going to think what they want to think, talk what they want to talk. And at the end of the day, it doesn't matter because you know who you are.
Right.
You know what you like, what you don't like.
Mhm.
And if something doesn't feel right, then don't.
Yeah,
Basically.
yeah, you can control only what you can control. So, just keep that in mind. Also, I would say, I mean, like I said, the bottom line of this conversation is, people should be kind, people should be considerate, people should be careful and aware, of course.
Ideally, in a perfect world,
Yeah.
this would all be implemented.
Uh, but yeah, you shouldn't go around being judgy and just assuming,
No,
because you don't know.
you sure don't.
Yeah. So,
Yeah, just because somebody's quiet doesn't mean that they're sad. Maybe they just don't have anything to say.
right.
I'm very well known for that, just staying quiet.
Uh,
It's not because I don't have anything to say, it's just I can't relate to what you're saying.
right. And just because you're a big guy doesn't mean you eat chips all day, even though chips are delicious.
Yes.
It could be glandular. That's what I'm going with.
I'm big bone.
It's my big bones.
No, it's called snacking.
Well, I don't snack that much. Like,
Well, I wasn't
not
talking
really.
about you. I was talking about myself.
But I've been getting a lot better, and I'm heading in the right direction, I guess.
Yeah, definitely.
So
I'm falling behind.
pretty soon I'll have my bikini body.
Ooh.
Oh, no way. Never.
Nunca.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to leave it there. Remember, just be considerate of other people, their situations. Try to be kind to yourselves and others. Treat people the way you want to be treated. Visit our website. We're at sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. Send us an email, any messages, anything you got. sessionsandlessonsmail@gmail.com. And then the socials, TikTok, Facebook, all that stuff, Instagram. So remember, his website is sessionsandlessonsunscripted.com. And you have anything else to add, Mrs. Rosario?
I'm falling asleep over here. Nope, just be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. And be patient with others.
Yeah, but patience is
Patience.
not a strong suit over here.
No, it's not. I want things done 4 days ago.
It's a work in progress, but that's all of us, right? We're all work in progress. So as long as you're working at it, and hey, progress not perfection. So
Ooh, that was deep.
did you like that? It's like,
Yeah.
so one day at a time.
Okay.
Make sure you spay and neuter your pets.
Yes.
What else? What other words of wisdom do you have, Mrs. Rosario?
Go take naps.
Here we go with the naps
I'm
again.
sorry. I'm very tired today, you guys.
All right, guys. So that's it for us today. We really appreciate you. Thank you for tuning in, and please spread the word. We would greatly appreciate it. So thanks for listening, and we will catch you on the next episode.
Bye.